Fellas, welcome back to a new video on the Joe Zone channel. This time we're going to be reacting to movies I would hate to live in. There are a shitload of movies I would hate to live in by my man Derek FDB. We're about to get into this right now. No intro. Let's go.
You know, growing up, I always wanted to be in movies. Not like an actor. I mean like in the movie. Who could blame me? They're so cool. But now that I've grown, I see that a majority of these movies I thought were super cool to live in actually aren't. So that's what I'll be going over today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going over some movies I'd hate to live in. Yeah, new little series. And in the end, I'll go over the movie that I'd hate to live in the most. First one up, Avengers.
Actually, no, that makes sense.
As much as I love superheroes, you gotta be an idiot to want to live in the Marvel universe. If you know even the slightest bit about Marvel,
I didn't know we were getting attacked by aliens.
No joke, more often than I see my dad. And New York gets the worst. NYC is like the punching bag or like the 1960s wife of the MCU. This city does not catch a break. And on top of the usual stuff, New York already got to deal with.
To be honest,
rats,
New York is already like Gotham.
Drill rappers, rats. Now being in the MCU, they also got to deal with constant alien invasions, a wizard opening rifts in the city, a giant who eats planets, a literal god, and a meth head with superpowers. And to a New Yorker, that last one probably sounds like the most regular one. If you were about to be teleported into the MCU, this city would quite literally be the worst place to be living already.
Damn,
and I already live here. Yep. It's not like if I got zapped in, I'd be put in like Wichita, Kansas or something.
Tell me in the comments, why do people want to live in New York? Why? I mean, I live in LA. It's bad enough. I can't even imagine how New York is. New York is probably like, I don't know, fucking 10 times worse, man. No, more, actually. I don't know why you'll want to live in New York. I don't know. Please tell me in the comments, because I don't get it.
I would literally be in the epicenter of the problem. And as a regular New Yorkian civilian, I have no option but to live every day like it's my last. Because it literally could be. And at that point, I don't think I'll even be scared. No. I'm going to just start trying stuff. Go to the club, try some new foods. I mean, you might even see me in the alleyway with Sentry. What else am I supposed to do when I'm living in a universe where Thanos can randomly pull up on me and tell me to get sturdy for him? The sad part is, it wouldn't even have to be Thanos either. Because as a New Yorkian, we're not even allowed to have Blick. So one of these street ser villains like the Vulture, or even lower than that, those bank robbers from Homecoming, can pull up on me and tell me to get sturdy too, and I'ma have to. Yeah, just keep me in regular NYC, bro. It's not worth it. I'm gonna be living there just to pay $5K a month on rent and have my first time seeing Spider-Man in person be watching him save a grandma while the Rhino is curb stomping me. Next up, I got a movie that might be even scarier because of how real it's starting to feel. iRobot. We all know this one. Movie set in the future,
I don't know what this world sucks to live in,
where robots and AI are completely integrated into society. And I mean completely. They deliver packages for us, cook for us, keep us company. They keep the streets clean and even work with the police to ensure crime rates stay low. These things are everywhere doing.
You know what's crazy? I saw this movie recently. I wouldn't mind living here. Damn, what a clanker. I'm sorry, I had to say it. Bro, just, I mean, I think in the movie, that main smart computer was like the final boss. So I don't even know if all these other robots they weren't even bad. It was just like the big, like fucking big boss, Elden Ring type boss. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind living in this world. I wouldn't mind.
Any and everything.
But if they all go wrong,
now,
you know,
I know what you may be thinking. Robotic Hus? Just kidding. I know what you're thinking. Well, that doesn't sound so bad. Robots doing everything for us? That sounds great. That's wrong. This is terrifying. Because aside from the fact that these things doing everything for us would pretty much turn us into skillless people from WALL-E, these things constantly being around us is a danger in this world. Because the people in this world like robots so much that they're convinced that they can't.
Yeah, they were dick riding on the robots the whole movie.
Bro, I know I'm not tripping. Am I tripping? Judging by the way people feel about AI right now, I refuse to believe in 10 years humans will be so comfortable with AI and robots and stuff to the point where they're comfortable not only living with them, but saying they can't commit crimes? What? Man, I've known my series
the robot does look
kind of
creepy
too. I
still
don't trust her. You think I'm gonna trust this thing? But that's how it is for some reason. In this world, people trust and love these robots, so they pretty much get a get out of jail free card. And if you live here, that should be terrifying for you. Could you imagine how out of control this could get? If there's no police around, what would stop one of these tin cans from shooting some random dude down the block and throwing the smoking gun into my hand? And guess what the cops gonna say when they roll up?
I was telling Bobby the other day he should get the donuts from. He's got a weapon.
that would happen every single time and they would never get caught because they're not programmed to hurt humans. But it doesn't end there because those are just hypotheticals. This movie goes on to give me legit reasons to not want to live around these things. So we see throughout the movie there's a heavy emphasis on Will Smith's hatred towards these robots. Like, he really does not like these things. And it turns out it's because back in the day, Will got in this accident and said,
the robot like saved someone and then he hated it.
And when a robot came to save the day, it chose to save Will instead of the little girl trapped in the other car. R.I.P. Meaning, even when they're trying to help, these things could still leave you to die. So if it was me and a kid, innocent kid trapped in a house fire, if the robot deems me as having the higher chance of living, it'll save me instead of the innocent 5-year-old child. Bro, finally made a right choice. But dang, that's messed up. What if that was my kid? I'd be pissed. Like, you're a robot. You can't like go gadget extend and grab both of us out the fire.
Never mind.
That's ridiculous. What are you good for?
Living
here would suck. That's not even mentioning the thing running these robots, Vicky, an AI system built to protect.
That thing was like the final boss at the end.
And that ain't even mentioning the job market. If these robots do everything for us, how would we get jobs? Like, you know what I mean? They're robots. There's no room for human error. Employers would love them. No calling out, no talking back, no paid time off. I mean, you don't gotta pay them, period. These dudes are the perfect slaves. So if you're not building them or working with the police, you have nothing. Oh, this is exactly why I hope our world does not become like this. Because if I worked a long 20-year career in, let's say, construction, I'll be damned if I lose my position to an oil drink. Screw loose having. Command listening.
Come on, say it.
Another movie that scares me because of its realism stuff is 1984. This is one of them older films based on a book you might have read in school. Nah, who am I kidding? Y'all don't read. So I'll give you a rundown. Like I said, this movie is based on a book written in the 40s. You know, dark times, dark books. And in this world, society sucks. Everything's bleak, gray, and dull. Censorship and propaganda about some war constantly in people's faces. And worst of all, people are monitored 24/7. And this ain't like, oh, cameras on the street, phone activity. No. This is cameras on the street, cameras at your job, and even cameras at your crib. Like a big TV in the middle of your apartment with some dude's face on it and just watches you. Like,
I'm basically a slave.
But it still doesn't end there. It gets worse, because this society in 1984 doesn't promote individuality even in the slightest bit. Any personal hobbies, drawing, writing, collecting, throw them out the window. You ain't allowed to do that. Any dreams, thoughts, or even memories, you're not allowed to do that either. I don't care how much you miss your grandma. Bro, you can't even have a shorty, because their whole motto is you should only love Big Brother. Do I gotta say it?
What?
Oh! And then even if you do try to do any of this stuff, you're kidnapped and tortured till you eventually lose all that individuality. This is so messed
crazy.
up. You know what this reminds me of? Y'all know that Boondocks clip?
I gotta see this movie now.
I just catch you on the B shit.
B shit.
That's what it reminds me of. Now, after all that stuff I just told you, you honestly think I'd want to live here? Hell nah. I'll take Thanos snapping away my local Ark over this stuff. That's why all things going on in the world right now scare me. I don't want to drag in states to this level. I mean, the fact that I'm even making this video with, no issues means we ain't there yet. But we are definitely taking baby steps. Like, it's getting crazy out here. We got the Brits out here censoring Wikipedia, censoring Discord, censoring Spotify? Are we serious? We gonna make teenagers
I didn't even know about that. I don't live in Britain. Thank God.
Even on Marvel Rivals, bro, they over here monitoring voice chats. Like, I got a warning the other day for just telling some dude to hop off. I mean, obviously I said it in a bit of a meaner way, but still, what is this? Even YouTube with this silly ID thing, like, bro, why can't we just keep it like the good old days where they monitored us without telling us? Why do I have to consent to it now? And now, before I get to the movie that I'd hate to live in the most, honorable mentions. High School Musical, constantly singing and dancing would just get old, especially because it's so random. Imagine you just trying to take a dump in the school bathroom and you have to rush out to go and sing We're All in This Together. You didn't even get to wipe any of the Conjuring films. I don't even gotta explain this.
I mean, honestly, we already live in those movies. I mean, those movies
Secret
are
Life
supposed
of
to be on
Pets,
real life.
pretty self-explanatory too. And then the New War of the Worlds, bro. The special thing about this one is not only do I think it's one of the worst ones to live in, but it's also just one of the worst ones. Worst movies.
I react
this
to
movie is garbage, garbo. Like the reason I wouldn't want to live here is not because of the aliens invading the planet,
but I love the OG
because of
World
the
of Worlds
sheer
with
embarrassment I would feel being a part of it. Imagine dying to one of these aliens and the only person around to react is Ice Cube over his monitor saying, "Damn!" And now, the movie I'd hate to live in the most. Sinners. Alright, I don't think this one will be the worst one. Just wanted to hype it up a bit.
Actually, I can understand
it would be
I mean, it's like back
scary
then, I'm basically
this movie,
a slave.
If you ain't watch it,
The KK, you know, is coming at me. There's vampires on the loose.
Based
Makes
in
sense.
the 30s, down in Mississippi. Which already, horrible start. But the scariest thing about this movie, if you're living there, isn't the time period it's set in. It's the fact that this world has vampires. Yeah, real, pure-blooded, bona fide vampires. I first thought they would be some racist Abraham Lincoln vampire hunter type of vampires, but nope, these guys are actually the opposite. They welcome every and anybody to their lifestyle, which to me, if I was living here, would be even scarier. With a mean or racist vampire, at least you know where you stand. They gonna eat you, so you know, stay away from them. But with these ones, you just don't know. If one of these nice ones came to my door disguised, singing me a song and offering me money, well, of course you can stay the night. Come on in. And it'd be
That's a good point.
And even if that wasn't the case, I would not be able to avoid these dudes. Because even if they don't try to roll up to my door, they're attracted to music. And, you know, I'm not saying I'm some Mozart or anything. I actually don't even know how to play a single instrument. But I am saying a 1930s Derek is definitely going to be at one of them jukes. And one of them nights, we definitely going to get a Sammy-like singer who's going to attract the vampires. And it's going to be the same story all over again. Sammy. Yeah, living here, I'm good off that. Even all this vampire stuff aside, like I said, this is in Mississippi in the 30s. If I'm not going to a juke, what the frick is there to do in the 30s? I might just die from boredom. I see why all people did back then was just pop out babies, because what else is there to do? Not to mention, these weren't the safest times either, especially as a Dominican dude or anything but white. I don't think that band of hooded men would see me and make any exceptions. Talking about
dude,
hold on now, wait a second, Chuck. Put the noose down. I think this one's Caribbean. Nah, they don't care. They don't discriminate. They do, but you know what I mean. They just trying to meet their quotas. So Sinners, with or without vampires, I'm good. But I might dress up as one of the twins for Halloween. Who's trying to help me find the clothes? That's pretty much all the movies I wanted to go over this time. And this one isn't a mic. I'm definitely doing a sequel to this video. I had so much fun making it. Comment down below some movies you'd hate to live in. And comment down below some movies you guys want to see me do in part 2. It's definitely happening, I'm telling you. And moral of the story?
He's got a weapon!
Alright fellas, that was the end of the video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Tell me if you want any other more reactions. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little update. I don't know if I want to do reactions anymore, honestly. Again, this whole channel is pretty random, but I was kind of thinking of just doing skits or like, I don't know, stupid short films. I really don't know. Honestly, I don't know what to do. Maybe I would do reactions. Maybe I won't do reactions. I don't know. I really want to do gaming, but the computer that I'm working with is very shit, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm saving up for a new, better PC. So hopefully that works out. But yeah, if you guys, please sub, please like, and thank you for watching the whole video if you did. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Tell me what you guys want from this channel, actually. I have a few ideas of what to do next month, I think. Next month. And, yeah, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.